Right. Thanks for reminding me, because last time, remember the first one we did, I had fucking notifications going on.
I've got important internet business to do.
Internet's business. Serious business.
Serious business. Internet's business. Alright. 7:45, recording starts. Hello, and welcome to PB Machine. Episode 4. Daily Mail, please stop breathing. So yeah, I just went right ahead with playing Airwolf on the phone because fuck editing. That's why.
That's how you roll.
Oh, just put in the maximum amount of effort into these podcasts just for our adoring public.
I think it shows, though. You know, when you listen back to the finished product, you can really hear that polish that's gone into these recordings.
You really can. When we hit up those massive 22 hits on the YouTube videos, you can really tell that the people who like these recordings are sharing them with their friends.
Yeah, all two of them.
All two of them. All two of your friends.
Sharing them with their other
Sharing them
friends.
with their other friends. And we're going to go viral. We just have to reach a critical mass. We're going to get 40 views. I see it coming.
Well, let's aim for 10, and then...
No, we broke 24 in the last one, man.
Do we?
Yeah.
All right, okay. I think half of them are probably me, but yeah, why not?
I did refresh it a few times.
Yeah. Yusef, refresh more.
Yusef, hit that F5 button. That's what Allah wants. Wants you to F5 this podcast.
F5, inshallah.
Allah F5.
We do have other listeners, by the way. Don't want to offend the other two.
Harrison and Johnny.
Yeah.
So we're just looking at a Daily Mail article that was posted on the Cast Iron Strength Facebook by Sam. So thanks for posting that, Sam. Really appreciate it. Anyone that wants us to talk about anything and give us fodder for talking about, please post it through the Cast Iron Strength website or send it to the PB Machine. That is PB Machine. It was a PB podcast at pbmachine.org.
That's no, mate. You're the one that set it up.
Yeah, that's the one I think. Our speedpowerperformance@gmail.com is the one I use the most. So
it doesn't matter. No one's gonna actually bother. But in principle,
I just want to give you Seth a few options. I don't want to feel like he's locked in a hole here. Because that's illegal. The piece is called "Eating Too Much Protein Can Strain Your Kidneys." Sigh, but too little is bad for your muscles. Damn proteins. So are you getting the right amount? I'm just going to skip. There's a little too long little. Jesus, why do you hate me?
Use your big words, Mark.
There's a too long didn't read bullet point section that I'm going to skip, and I'm going to read out the piece. It's not exactly very long. Coming soon to a supermarket near you is the latest food fad, protein. But sorry, what?
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? An essential part of any human diet is described as a fad. It's like saying oxygen, the latest fad.
The latest fad, carbon. Carbon-based life forms are the latest fad.
I think silicon is going to be the big thing this year.
Yeah, we just get that shit on Titan.
Yeah. So that's nice, isn't it? It's nice to know that already, the very first sentence has set the tone.
It's good. At least we know exactly what we're getting into. And to encapsulate the food fad, they've got a piece of salmon and a bit of steak.
Yeah.
Those fatty bits of diet. There is now a raft of protein-rich products from breads and pastas to yogurts and drinks has arrived. That's just not English. And they're aimed not at super fit athletes, but at everyday shoppers. So not super fit athletes like I don't know, the 160 kilo bodybuilder who barely can walk without panting heavily.
Yeah, like Marcus Rule, who, you know, if you ever watch his bodybuilding DVD, lights up a cigarette in the car park of the supermarket after pushing his trolley around with all these massive amounts of food.
With his hugely fatty basket full of protein.
Yeah.
Such a fashion victim. Come on, Marcus.
He's, you know, just the latest fad, you know. He's just easily swayed.
Fuck's sake, Marcus. It's important to eat protein every day, as it's involved in everything from muscle repair and immunity to making hormones and enzymes, says Dr. Frankie Phillips, a registered dietitian and spokesperson for the British Dietetic Association. That didn't sound like a very sound-bitty thing for a fad.
Well, let's be honest here, Mark. Making hormones and enzymes, I mean, I can buy enzymes and, you know, you can just inject hormones so already. True. So I don't really see the need for this protein.
What about the muscle repairs?
I've got plenty. I think it's all right.
I'm sure science will sort that out soon. It's got the R2 covered.
Yeah. And immunity, I'll just take some more drugs, you know, sorted.
I should take some antibiotics.
Yeah. So really, I just don't, this isn't compelling for me.
Yeah. It's not like there's any viruses with antibiotic resistance.
No, I mean, I think if we all took them, that would probably eradicate, you know, if everyone took them for every possible, you know, infection, you know, that would, I think, solve the problem.
I think you're probably right. If you're listening to this right now, you should go to your GP immediately, even if you're not ill, and ask them for as many antibiotics as they have and take it every day.
Yeah. I mean, even if you don't have a cold, if you feel like you're the sort of person who could have a cold, just
even
get some
if you feel great, just in case.
Yeah.
Do you want to feel great tomorrow? I know I want to feel great tomorrow, so maybe you should take some antibiotics. Just to make sure. Because you want to feel good. But the average person eats too much protein, she says.
Sure.
How do you know that?
Sure. Yeah, because, you know, government guidelines, which the average person sticks to religiously, are obviously really high in protein.
Do you not have a chip implanted in your brain when you go over 45 grams of protein as a woman? It goes...
Did you see the caption to the image there, which says...
a small to medium frame. Oh, you can read it because I'm reading a lot right now and my brain's hurting.
The body can only use about 30 grams of protein at once. The rest is processed waste.
Yeah.
So spread it through the day. So that means... You know, you can probably, you know, assuming you eat 4 meals a day, you can only eat 120 grams of protein max. Otherwise, it's just going to go straight through your digestive tract and just presumably come out the other side intact. I mean, I assume that's how it works.
It's just going to get rammed in your renal gland.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen, and you're going to die.
You might explode.
Too many protons. You're going to turn into a proton bomb. Too many gains.
So I like also, if you even skip down a little bit, it says there is also some suggestion that older adults could benefit from raising their protein intake. So, I mean, it's not really giving me a clear message here. You know, the average person eats too much. Too much protein is bad, but if you're old, you probably need to eat a little bit more.
No, there's some concrete guidelines here. We needed about 0.8 of gram to... My word, why are you failing me? We need about 0.8 grams. It's 0.8 gram of protein per kg, so just 1.8 gram. Surely it should be, is that not plural? That should be plural.
It should be grams, yeah.
Of protein per kg of body weight per day. About 40 gram for women, assuming that all women weigh the exact amount, which of course they do, and 55 grams for men. Again, all men weigh the exact same. Ben, you're the same weight as me. Who's the same weight as Yusef? Who's the same weight as my dad? Because we're all the way the same.
I see everyone as equal, Mark. You know, I don't see different races or different body weights. You know, I just treat everyone the same. So, you know, when I take on clients, that's the reason why I give them all the same diet plan.
Exactly. That's why everyone follows the exact same training program.
Yeah, because I don't discriminate. And I think it would be fundamentally unfair for me to give a customized diet and training plan to any of my clients because that might upset them.
Yeah. I mean, if someone wants to squat 1,000 kilograms, maybe he also wants to be able to run a marathon. So maybe everyone just needs the same program.
It's not our place to judge them, is it?
No.
You know,
Certainly I would judge anyone.
Yeah, I'd say good luck with that. Here's your training program. Obviously, I've not adjusted it to your goals, but I wish you all the best.
Everyone has the same goals. Control A, Control C, Control V. Here's my bank account. Please pay. And a balanced diet is more than enough to meet this. What? How? Anyway, people who are recovering from surgery or illness may need a little bit more protein, as do pregnant women, about 6 grams more a day, the amount in one egg. That's fucking specific, says Dr. Phillips. What if the baby's bigger and the person's bigger?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. No. Oh, no. Everyone wait. Sorry.
Everyone makes the same, Mark. We established this.
I'm being sizist again.
And 6 grams a day. So just eat 1 egg extra if you find out you're pregnant.
What if you're allergic to eggs?
Just eat an extra egg and you're sorted.
In fact, you might be pregnant right now. You don't know this, men included.
Yeah.
So right after you take your antibiotics, go right to the supermarket and don't even pay for it. Just eat the egg. Eat it right now.
Oh, God.
Just to make sure. A US study published last month that hasn't been cited involving 52 to 75-year-olds found that doubling the recommended daily protein intake to 1.5 grams per kg of body weight helped build muscle. But did they not die of the renals?
Well, we have to assume that they did.
But the renals.
Yeah, I mean, this is interesting, isn't it? Because obviously it's well documented that older people need more protein to sort of kickstart the machinery for protein synthesis. They have a sort of, I think it's usually referred to as a sort of anabolic resistance. They need more leucine, higher leucine threshold to hit. But I just don't really see how you can quote a study which tells you that and then still maintain a position that protein is bad for you.
The best predictor of mortality past X amount of age, I'm going to say 70, but I don't know, it might be 60, is actually the amount of muscle mass you have,
Yeah, because it turns out that, whatever state your kidneys are in, if you can't get out of a chair because you've literally got no muscle to propel you out, that's a bit of a problem. Because good luck.
This guy's kidneys in fucking great nick.
Yeah, but you know what?
You can't lift this. You can't
actually. Go ahead.
Nah! Look!
You.
But he can't actually. Fuck! Fuck, Paradox! But he can't actually lift his hand to his mouth to feed himself. We done made it. We did it.
Made it. I was going to say, it's all very well your kidneys being in perfect working order, but if you can't even actually walk to the supermarket to get any food,
to get your
turns out that's.
I'm going to stop talking because every time I talk, you stop talking. I think it's weird. Even if you do need extra protein, Dr. Phillips says it's still better to get it from normal food rather than a protein-enriched product because you benefit from accompanying nutrients. Animal proteins such as red meat, poultry, fish, eggs, and dairy products are the highest quality sources because they contain the full set of 9 essential amino acids, the building blocks of protein and life. Non-animal sources include beans, lentils, nuts, and whole grains, but these lack 1 or 2 essential amino acids. That's why vegetarians and vegans must eat meat. You must eat meat. You must eat meat. Steak. Some of the new protein products market themselves as helping to maintain energy throughout the day, but it's harder for your body to burn protein for energy, says Dr. Phillips. For sustained energy, always combine protein with a carbohydrate. A cheese sandwich, for example.
Oh, God.
And then there's various figures and stuff. With your new Daily Mail balanced diet, porridge with milk, Baxter's pea and ham soup, fish fingers, total 0% Greek yogurt, baked beans, salmon, peanut butter, corn, wild garlic, and Paisley sausages, Starbucks Sunshine Butcher Pot, Tesco's Fresh Egg Pen, Alpo Fresh Yogurt flavored soya milk, M&S burger meat, lentil and barley, cheddar cheese, Waitrose pea and asparagus risotto. P.S. A steak fillet isn't best.
So let's read why that is, shall we? Let's read why that is. An 8 ounce, which is about 220 grams, which for some reason is parentheses, even though we live in the United Kingdom where we use the metric system, steak will supply nearly all of your daily protein intake, but the body can only use about 30 grams of protein at once. The rest is processed as waste. So what happens is when you eat that steak, you take 30 grams of it, which might be half the steak, the rest of it just, passes through your digestive system untouched. And that's why every time you eat a steak, you end up shitting out, whole pieces of steak.
If the theory of evolution has taught us anything, it's that an adaptation that would waste half the nutrients that you take in one meal, bearing in mind you might not get another meal for another 5-6 days, would be the best one for survival.
It makes perfect sense. It's just impossible to see why, that wouldn't happen. 30 grams, because it's not 31 grams, it's not 29. It's exactly 30 grams.
Well, do you not see in the museum of the cavemen with their scales, their kitchen scales, weighing out the 30 grams of mammoth meat?
But you know what, Mark? If how come steak isn't best? Because the paleo diet, as we all know, is the best way to eat. So
of course
we have a contradiction here. So it's just very confusing.
I think you've broken my brain.
Yeah. So this is great. There's a little video which I refuse to watch on principle. And shall we go to the comments? Because the comments on the Daily Mail are always good.
I think we should just touch quickly on the renal bullshit.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's this where's it? Eat more protein straight. Yeah, and eating more protein can put more strain on the kidneys, which they haven't cited. And if they try to cite, which you should, sorry, too close to the mic there. They would find out that there's no supporting evidence for this outside of patients with renal failure and renal disease.
Yeah. Well, there's even a study which compared low protein versus very low protein, and actually the very low protein diet increased mortality in patients with kidney disease. Of course, when I say low and very low, that is actually quite low protein because it was a clinical setting, and obviously people with kidney disease can't actually handle much protein. But even in that case, it wasn't clear cut that just decreasing protein more and more had a beneficial effect. It was the opposite. I've just gone on the comments, Mark, and I can't see any racist ones yet.
Fuck.
So
keep digging. It can't be far away.
There hasn't been any mention of Chelsea fans or black people getting the underground. So I think we're safe to read these out.
Joe Cam, when I was weightlifting, I would drink an ounce of protein powder with milk every day, and after 6 months, I developed kidney stones. I, for one, am sold.
Yeah, that makes sense, because we all know that correlation equals causation, which is a basic statistical principle. So, of course, that makes sense, especially given that was the only thing he was eating, of course. There was no other possible cause.
Brandon on Ox, vegan life associate. Eating cholesterol from natural food does not, sorry, I just had to shout because it was capped, raise your blood cholesterol. Eating refined carbohydrates or processed foods does. We are not designed to eat meat. Yeah,
cool, because obviously the human body has been designed by God, as we all know. Our Lord and Saviour Jesus designed the human body, and he decided, of course, in his wisdom, to set the cap at 30 grams of protein in a sitting. Now, I don't see it. It's not our place to tell God what to do with the human digestive system. I think it's a bit of hubris, really, to say, you know what, we should eat a steak if we want it. I think that's the problem with society now. We're just trying to
It was also Jesus who designed the scooper and the protein to be just that size. So when you take one scoop, you get 25 grams of protein, bang on the nose.
Yeah, and also he knew that people would probably get a little bit too much because they heat the scoop, so it just give them 30 grams, just the maximum.
5-gram buffer. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice one, Jesus.
Yeah, high five, Jesus. Here's good morning, Mr. Magpie. Listen to Britcast and just wait till it's proven that we have all been fed, lol, which is in parentheses, the wrong advice, imagine the payouts, that's all one sentence, no punctuation. I resent the fact that he's put lol in brackets there because, I'll decide if that's funny, and then choose to laugh if I want. And then here's Oliver Queen from the United States, which a little bit presumptuous of you to comment on a British article. I think she just thinks you're
country.
Yeah. Protein is not bad for you. Yes, if you are a couch potato, then too much protein will have a negative impact. But if you are an active person, protein is great because, as we all know, protein requirements scale with activity levels, of course.
Bob C, replying to the previous anon for Oxford, vegetable eaters have long intestines. We have long intestines, full stop. We have fingers, not claws, comma, for picking fruits and seeds, etc., full stop. Carnivores' jaws only move up and down. Ours move side to side, full stop. Carnivores' saliva is acidic, comma, ours is alkaline, like other apes, comma, and contains something to digest carbohydrates, full stop. There's a word I can't pronounce. Carnivores have larger kidneys and livers to handle the waste protein, full stop. We're fucking omnivores. Chimps eat each other. I hate you and everything you stand for.
I don't know. It's difficult to separate these arguments from sort of creationist kind of rhetoric, isn't it? Because it's all the same, like argument from design, like naturalistic fallacies. And I'm just going to go on the worst rated comments now because I'm sure, if something on the Daily Mail, like a comment on the Daily Mail article gets voted down, that person's a scumbag, basically. Here's a good one. I washed tin baked beans and strained them before use to get rid of that yucky red juice, which is tomato sauce, just so for your information there. Then I add dressing I want. Try to avoid sugar and reduce carbs. As a vegetarian, I know how dangerous meat is, and it's good you mentioned that in the article. Certainly, because, my uncle was killed by a venison steak, got hit by the car. It wasn't paying attention to the lights, and he was crossing the road. The venison steak just floored it, and it was the last I saw of him. So,
right guard, just eat some spunk, ladies from Liverpool.
Yeah. Well, Liverpool really representing the UK in a positive light there. Good job. I'll stick to my spicy vegan sausage. Go vegan. Yeah, and I'm sure you enjoy every bite of that, don't you? That delicious fake sausage, which in your heart is a web of lies.
Delicious sausage.
This tastes like delusion.
This tastes like penis. Stippy, high cancer rates in the West are because of excessive protein levels, particularly from animal sources like air-ate eggs and meat. You've solved it.
Hang on a minute. Can we have some sort of fanfare music? Can we edit this? Have a fanfare now. Get on your phone quickly.
Quickly. I mean, I'm editing furiously right now.
Need a fanfare.
God.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Let's do this one again for hilariousness.
Or just Airwolf. It doesn't matter.
Stimpy, here and now, United Kingdom. He solved it. High cancer rates in the West are because of excessive protein levels, particularly from animal sources like dairy, eggs, and meat.
Right, and I've got the best one here because you know how I said that there wasn't any racism.
Yeah.
Did you find something? I found some racism on the Daily Mail article. What a shock. What would Mo Farah say? All that wasted protein? No, not a spelling mistake. It's just the way the idiot pronounces protein. That's all one sentence, no punctuation. So there we go. Racist attack on Mo Farah there.
Fucking racists coming stealing our Olympic medals.
Roy McGregor in Warrington, United Kingdom. Hope you're proud of yourself, Roy.
Roy, you're an asshole. BBC are really elongated this. I kind of feel committed to let this play out.
Yeah, it's just let it go.
Yeah, I can just feel it washing over me. I feel the need to go to Waitrose immediately.
Well, I found another good one.
Go for it.
Not a lot, apparently. Personally, I just ignore 90% of what they tell me to do or eat. I can't have done too... Sorry, that's T-O, not T-O-O. Too bad out of it. At the age of almost 63 and 6 foot 2 inches, I'm just a touch over 13.5 stone. I walk a lot, cycle, go backpacking. Yep, at my advanced age, lol. I ended up with a 43-inch chest and a 35-inch waist. Not so shabby. Well, that's not actually that impressive, mate. So maybe keep that to yourself.
But is accomplishments, Ben? How can you be so crass?
Yeah, I'm just a very hard man to please.
Ben, please.
I mean, maybe if that was a 44-inch chest and a 34-inch waist, maybe you would have impressed me, but no.
Sorry, not impressed. Thanks for listening. If you have any questions, comments, or hate mail, please send it to speedpowerperformance@gmail.com. I've been Mark.
And I've been Ben.
See you Friday. Or in 3 seconds when we record the next episode. I just broke the fourth wall and spoiled the magic. Recording ends 34:35. Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's decent.
Daily Mail comments always bring the
I think we should do an episode where we just like read Daily Mail comments set to music.
Yeah. Yeah, with like tragic music in the background.
Set to Space Odyssey music. Boom,
yeah.
Boom.
Or in the Hall of the Mountain King.
That's definitely an episode.
Fucking hell, mate, that'll be incredible.
That's definitely happening.